Hey there, it is I, Nooch, and today we're talking about Porg Balls. Although, not what you're thinking, maybe, but this is a deck that was shared with me by my buddy, Bricktini, and it's a rebel deck that consists of typical standard Luke, BB-8, Cassian, and the Y-Wing. Then we've got your Booma Balls, your flock of Porgs, your 3 Porgs, R2, and your towers. The goal of this deck is to launch a cheap unit immediately, like your flock of your 3 Porgs or your BB-8. Just get that 1 energy unit down. Lay both defensive towers on your side. So you're going to usually lay both flame towers, get them out there as cheap as possible, 3 each. Or you're going to see some video later where Nooch chose to lay a 3 and a 4, just to mix it up a little bit. But you're going to lay down those towers, and then you're going to defend those towers for the rest of the game. And the whole goal is to keep your opponent with scrambling to try to kill your towers as opposed to you trying to kill his towers. The interesting thing about this game, Lego Star Wars Battles, in the beta, is that you have to go a long way to get to those back towers. So on that long way down, you can take a lot of damage, and or as someone's coming at me a long way toward me, I got a lot of time to build up energy and plan for what's coming next. It can make that middle tower really valuable, but that's a story for later. Today we're talking about build those 2 back towers, defend them with Porgs and Booma Balls. Part of the challenge of this deck is allowing your opponent to come and get deep on the towers. Allow them to get their units on the towers, or let Darth Vader use a special, then drop the Porgs on him after his special, he's dead. But let their units get on your towers, engage the towers, or let the towers engage them, drop the Porgs behind those units. That's a way to kill a flame trooper or a trooper that's coming in on you, is to let them engage your tower, drop the units, the Porgs behind them, and then heal the tower with R2-D2. It's a pretty frustrating cycle when you're trying to kill it, because you have to keep walking so far to get to it, and you get down there and finally do some damage, R2 heals it back up, the Porgs kill you, and everything is right back where it was a minute ago. So we're going to show, we got some gameplay here. Here we've got R2 healing up a tower, and well, as you can see, that guy just spent 2 bombers to kill 1 tower in the middle. That is not a good exchange. Don't use your bombers that way. You want to try to get as much value out of those bombers as possible. Now, because he spent all that energy, I'm able to get a tower in his end, drop some Booma Balls on his tower. Now it's going to die with 1 Y-Wing shot. Boom, dead. While we're going into the Porg Balls here, don't use 2 bombers to kill 1 tower unless it finishes the game. Then you can do that. Sorry, David. Sorry about that. So we got our 1,000 leadership points. We got some gems there for the 5-stud victory. Okay, we are going into our first Rebel challenge with the Porg Balls deck against Parker. So you might be asking me, what happens, Nooch, if you start off the deck? Oh, we do have some. Don't ask me that yet. Okay. We drop our 3 Porgs. That's 1 energy, lay down 2 towers, lay down the flame tower and the regular turret. So now, look, he's just starting with 2 troopers. He's all the way back there with those. By the time his droid deck gets into play, we can drop Porgs on that and just kill that thing right out. Now he's got to deal with the Porgs, and we're thinking about throwing Booma Balls, but we don't, because they would only kind of stun IG-80 over there. He's kind of hidden by those rocks. Really good place for IG-80 is over by the rocks, or in the middle by whatever's in the middle blocking. That prevents the Booma Balls when they come down from completely killing him. It's really a good place for any unit, but it's especially good for those snipers right there in the middle around the rocks. So we're well into this game. We're almost a minute in, and so he just used a bomber on Cassian, but we're a minute in, and we've got no damage on our towers. He finally did some damage there with Boba Fett, and we're a full minute in. This is desperation for our enemy at this point. Now we're going to heal up that damage that they did. We're going to let those troopers engage the tower, drop the Porgs on them. They're going to die from the Porgs and the tower, and whatever damage the trooper does, R2's healing it back up. He finally drops the tower, but we've got 5, 6 energy now sitting there ready to advance on his tower. So how are we going to do it? Well, let's find out in a second. We're waiting. This is one, if you can find the patience and the time to build up your energy. If nothing is happening and you know you've got them behind in energy, build up your energy so you can launch a Porg attack with the Booma Balls with it. That stuns everything coming down. Then he has to kill everything with a bomber. He had a sniper, a droid deca, and a bomber there. while we used Porgs, Cassian, and the Booma Balls, and we got damage in his tower, he got none on ours. Now we got another tower set up. Gonna take some damage from those troopers, but our Porgs are gonna finish them off, and the Porgs look like they're about to finish off that tower too, unless he drops something in there, which he's not going to, and the Porgs will finish that tower. Porgs are, aside from bombers, you know Nooch loves Porgs. They're his number 2 unit on his top 10 list. So we got R2 healing up that tower. Again, this is the frustrating thing. We can, as long as he doesn't kill the towers, we can keep healing up with R2. And if he doesn't use his bombers effectively, I keep saying he, if the other player doesn't use their bombers effectively, they're going to struggle against those towers and can continue to be rebuilt. There's 7 seconds left. We got 2 towers. He's got none. He can't get those battle droids down fast enough. This game is over. The Porg balls show the way to victory. Drop those cheap ones at the beginning, build the 2 towers, and spend the rest of the time defending, and you're going to find a lot of success by doing that. 2-0 tower victory. Sorry, Parker. Sorry, Boba. Not a big fan of Boba Fett, by the way. Don't have him yet, so can't play with him. But his special takes so long to load, he's really exposed during that time, too. Okay, so what happens, Nooch, if you don't have that cheap unit to drop on the field right off the bat? Let's find out. Well, what happened in this case is Nooch dropped Cassian to take out BB9. He was trying to charge in fast with that unit and get his tower set up. So he's got 1 tower set up. We're dropping the Porgs. Unfortunately, we dropped him right while his bomber run was coming to kill Cassian. So that was really bad timing by Nooch, and they all got wiped out except for the one. He gets a... No, he didn't even get a tick on that tower, did he? Now he's got Vader coming. We've got our flame tower up. He's got that little grenader guy. That guy is really good. We will definitely do a video of him later. That guy is really effective. Now he's got a really good push going on our tower. But Luke's about to give a really good push back against these guys. And the tower's going to take out the grenader while R2 heals it up. So Luke's defending. R2's healing. Luke takes out Vader. The Porg's going to take out the droid deco. We defended our tower. We're healing it back up to full health or near full health, and now we got a push going at him with the Porgs because he doesn't have a flame tower. He's going to have to deal with those Porgs, and he does it with the flame trooper. Okay, now we both got 2 towers up. Seems like a pretty even game at this point with 119 left. We're going to drop those Booma Balls. Yes. So he uses bomber there just straight against the tower. I kind of get that. Now there's exciting. So you drop the Porgs behind. He starts flaming them, but BB-8 stuns him so the Porg can finish him off. I get the idea of what he used the bomber for there, because he had the flame trooper coming in. He wants to get it weakened and get it ready for the flame trooper to kill it. It was probably a little aggressive there, but he does end up getting the tower anyway. And Nooch is a little behind here with 19 seconds left till double energy. Nooch has got to make up some ground. Now this is perfect. This is the perfect example of the Porg balls. The Porgs are advancing. The Booma Balls come in. They stun the grenader guy so that the Porgs can kill him on the way in. Now that tower is down to within range of a bomber. So we're feeling okay. We're not feeling great. We're still a little behind because we've got, well, whenever we're behind. We've got a flame trooper coming in. We're going to try to let him engage the tower. So he engages the tower. This is what I was talking about. The Porgs come in behind and kill him. Then the Porgs kill BB-9. We get a push on the left. We don't really need that. He uses a bomber. To just hit Luke. I think he probably meant to hit the tower as well, but all he hit was Luke, and that's a big loss, right? That's a big losing energy exchange there. Now, look at his group. We're going to see the opposite with the bomber. Nooch uses a bomber and kills everything except the flame trooper. Get as much value out of your bombers as possible. That's not what this video is about, but Nooch will continue to talk about that through the eternity of this game. However long this game lasts, we'll talk about getting max value with bombers. So here we go again. Porgs advancing. Booma Balls coming in. They stun the flame trooper. The Porgs kill him. He takes out the tower. Done. Porg balls. Porg balls. I can't say it enough. Porg balls. Okay, more examples here. This will be the classic example. We're going to drop BB-8. Give a little smiley face to Tiger over here. Drop BB-8. 1 tower, 2 tower. Come and get it. Your battle droids are useless. They're going to get knocked out. That was a quick cycle by him to get 1 tower up, and he got a 2nd tower. He's using, don't even know what these rocket towers, right? Here's the problem with what just happened. One is those rocket towers are 3 levels lower than his normal towers. They don't really have the health to hang in this game. 2, as soon as I get both those towers up on my side, I can drop units directly on any tower in the middle. If I got both these units, you saw me drop, look, I dropped Luke in there, right on top of that tower. And he got in there quick enough that I saved Cassian, too. So if I've got both of my towers up, that's not a super great time for you to put a tower in the middle. There, Luke, oh, just shredded that tower. Just shred. There's not enough, that tower does not have enough health to be in this game here with a level 8 TIE fighter. But emphasizing again, there we go. Grenader engages the tower. We heal with R2. We drop him behind. We kill the Grenader. Now we're advancing on the other tower with just 3 Porgs, but you got to deal with it, right? Or it's going to chip away your tower. Now we've got a pretty stout defense up. A minute 13 left. We got 3 towers on the board. He's coming with the troopers. We're going to shoot him up with the tower. I don't get that one at all. That was a weird drop. Maybe he timed it. He had already committed to it, and he couldn't let go of it. Because now we killed that tower, and we got Cassian and Porgs pushing in. That is dangerous. Cassian, a sniper with Porgs. Well, can't do an IG-8 with Porgs. But that Cassian with Porgs combo is so deadly. Look at that. They are whittling that tower down. He's in big trouble here. Although this Grenader's going to come in and probably take that tower out, even though R2's healing it up. Excuse me. So, here we are. We're going to 6 seconds left. Well, there's 6 seconds left. We got 2 towers. There's nothing to be done at this point. This game is over. What is Nooch doing? What is Nooch doing? Nooch is losing his mind. This game isn't over. This game isn't over at all. There's still 30 seconds left. We were going to the end of the game. We were going to the double energy. So, he has got my tower 17 away from dying, but I'm down there chipping away at his tower with Porgs. And Luke is doing some damage. Luke is going to push these guys back. Is he? Oh, we didn't use Luke's special. So he takes out a tower, but look, at this point, the damage is done. So he actually delayed it enough to give Nooch a 5-stud win. And Nooch probably should have been put a little more over that right because left didn't matter, but all I was trying to do at that point was cycle back to the Y-wing to end the game. So there you see the power of the Porg balls. The Porgs defend from behind units that are engaged with the tower. The Porgs advance on towers. Doesn't matter, it could be a flame tower. The Booma Balls come behind the Porgs, support the Porgs, stun everything in the way, kill stuff, damage the tower, allow the Porgs to finish the job. Porg balls. Porg balls.